Good evening, everyone. I am Amy Kremenek, President of Tompkins-Cortland Community College. Welcome to our December Graduate Recognition Ceremony. I'd like to thank everyone assembled here tonight for joining us. It's truly a joyous occasion to be here, especially at this time of year, to celebrate our December graduates. I am honored to preside over the ceremony, and I'm also delighted that we are joined tonight by several members of the college's Board of Trustees. Please allow me to introduce our chairperson, Judy Davison. Our vice chair, Sue Dale Hall. Board members, Roxanne Buck. Board member, Trustee Dean Corbin. And student trustee, Shannon Boyd. I'm also grateful to welcome the board's liaison from Tompkins County, the Honorable Michael Lane. We are very appreciative of the support that you all have provided for our students, and I'm so pleased that all of you are able to be here with us tonight in celebration of their success. Tonight's ceremony is a recognition of the accomplishments of those who are completing their degrees this month. While everyone who graduates in December is invited to participate in the college's formal commencement ceremony in May, we feel that it's appropriate to pay special tribute to the hard work of this group tonight. We have 123 candidates for December graduation. Most of our graduates come from across New York, but a handful come from farther away. This class includes students from other states, including Massachusetts, Kentucky, Texas, and Washington, and a few come from farther outside of New York, like the Dominican Republic and the Ukraine. But by far, the majority, nearly 60% of our students are very local from Tompkins and Cortland County. So I think that deserves a round of applause as well. One of the hallmarks of a community college is the range of ages of our students. And this graduating class certainly reflects that. Of the 123 students in the class, 55 are non-traditional age, meaning those who are 25 and older. Our youngest graduate is 19, but our most senior graduate and young at heart is 68. Yeah. There's nearly 50 years between our youngest and our most senior young at heart graduate, and I think that's truly amazing. The diversity of our students extends beyond their ages, and that leads to a richer experience for all of our students and the entire college community, both in and out of the classrooms. And speaking of the classrooms, this group has academic all-stars. 8 of our December graduates are members of the International 2-Year Honor Society, Phi Theta Kappa, and 5 have received the President's Citation, which is our highest academic honor. So many of TC3 students are lifelong learners. 8 of our December graduates are adding this new degree to ones they have already earned from this college in the past, which is very, very impressive. 3 members of this class are veterans, and they have worn our country's uniform with pride, and we are grateful for their service and impressed by their accomplishments. So please join me in a round of applause for our veterans. 3 other members of this class have worn a different uniform, the Panthers uniform representing the college by participating in intercollegiate athletics. We thank them for representing the college in such a positive manner. Several members of the class have been actively involved in leadership training and community service, a combination that makes me very excited for what this group of graduates will be able to accomplish. The future of our communities is brighter because of these graduates. For some, the time to make a contribution to the community is now. Many are starting their careers. As a community college, preparing the local workforce is at the core of what we do because highly educated and skilled employees benefit everyone. We are excited both as educators and members of this community to see so many of our graduates moving on to that phase of their lives. For other graduates, their plan is to take what they have learned here and continue their education at a 4-year institution. We know that these students are well prepared for their next step. We could go on all night pointing out the excellence of our students, but suffice to say that we are proud of this entire class and confident that the wisdom they have gained, along with the experiences they have had, will serve them well as they go on their way from here. And I know that this sentiment is shared by our faculty and staff who are here this evening, and I thank everyone who has joined us here tonight. So please give a round of applause for our faculty and staff at the college. Your continued dedication to our students is always appreciated, so thank you. Yes, we'll give them another round of applause. As I mentioned earlier, we are pleased to have with us this evening several members of the college's Board of Trustees, including our chairperson, Judy Davison. Judy has been a member of the college's board since 2007, having been appointed by the Cortland County Legislature. She has served as treasurer for 6 years and vice chair for another 5 years before being elected chair in 2022. Judy has been and continues to be a strong advocate for the college, and we are very fortunate to have her on our board. I would be remiss if I didn't also point out that Judy is a proud graduate and a TC3 alumna. So she is another example of our graduates going on to do great work in the community. And at this time, I would like to invite Judy to the podium to say a few words, so please join me in a warm welcome for our chair, Judy Davison.
Can I put this down a little? Okay. Good evening. It's my pleasure to welcome you and congratulate you on behalf of the Cortland Community College Board of Trustees. I've had the privilege of attending many graduations and recognition ceremonies throughout the years, and they are always inspiring. I know my fellow trustees share my enthusiasm for your accomplishments, and with good reason. This ceremony is more than a recognition of your academic achievement. It's a celebration of an important chapter of your life. We all know you had to work hard to get here because doing something as valuable and life-changing as earning a college degree is not easy, but it's worth it. So as you finish that last assignment or that last final exam and you officially become a TC3 graduate, take a moment to reflect and realize that you have done something very special. And be proud of yourself, because I promise you, everyone here at the college is extremely proud of you too. Congratulations and enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. As we know, being a college student means much more than just going to classes. Whether it's working a job, playing a sport, taking care of family members, being active in a club, or any number of things, it seems as though every student, and I'm certain every student at TC3, has a lot going on outside the classroom. And tonight's student speaker is no exception. Kylie Golden Appleton likes to keep busy. After graduating from Ithaca High School, she wasn't sure if college was for her, so she went to work on a local farm. The experience deepened her commitment to help both the people and the environment and led her to come to TC3. She has not slowed down, and I'm sure of that, Kylie, since she arrived on campus. She is involved in so many things. She has developed relationships with classmates, faculty, and staff, and she has become a resident advisor in the dorms, and after some friends pulled her along to a meeting, she threw herself into student government. After serving as a vice president of student government for one semester, she was then voted president of the SGA for that semester, the following semester. She is a recipient of the President's Citation, is a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success, and she is also vice president of the Faculty Student Association here at TC3, and she is also a member of tonight's graduating class. She is a leader among our students, and I'm sure we will all enjoy hearing her thoughts this evening. So please join me in welcoming SGA President Kylie Golden Appleton.
Good evening, fellow graduates, families, friends, professors, all of the members of our community and communities who have shaped us and enabled us to reach this very moment. It is an honor to speak with you tonight and to join you as a December 2024 graduate of Tompkins Cortland Community College. We each have been led to this moment on different paths, having different goals and focuses, facing different challenges, being given different opportunities. And after this moment, we will continue on our own paths, pursuing our own callings. But for tonight, we share in a special moment, a moment of celebration. Celebration for the persistence, focus, and hard work each of us graduates have put in. And celebration for all those who are here with us tonight, physically and in spirit, who have played fundamental roles in our success. From the professors and peers who have inspired us, to the loved ones who have held us in hard times, who've reminded us of our worth and potential when we could not see it for ourselves. All those who have worked in their own various departments to support our social, physical, emotional, and intellectual development. There is so much cause for celebration tonight. In a culture of speed and urgency, we often forget or are systematically prevented from slowing down, pausing. These moments of celebration allow us to orient ourselves to the present moment, to integrate all we've learned and experienced, to lean into gratitude, and to renew our sense of meaning, purpose, and direction. I enrolled at TC3 last August after an intense time in my life. The pause that 2020 provided planted seeds within me, calling me to question everything around me, to contemplate my positionality, to reimagine the world as I knew it. For me, it wasn't the disruption that felt the hardest, but rather the rush to return to normalcy. As the seeds within me grew, I felt a wedge between the life I was living and my sense of integrity. I entered an intense emotional period compounded by personal experiences. I was able to graduate high school a semester early and spent my gap semester and summer working at Fort Baptist Farm and as the volunteer coordinator for Ojista Sustainable Indigenous Futures, finding healing and learning as I nurtured my relationship to land and community. I met Farmer Todd at a local farmers meetup and decided to study here with a focus around environmental justice. My time here has been truly immersive and interdisciplinary. Dialogue within and beyond my classes reinvigorated my love for learning. I found healing and empowerment as the frameworks I encountered allowed me to contextualize my experiences and understand the world around me. I had the incredible opportunity to travel to the Dominican Republic in January and learn about food systems, and spent a week in the Adirondacks in June practicing outdoor skills and conducting biology labs. My roles within Student Government Association and as a resident assistant have taught me so much about community, accountability, and leadership. All the courses, conversations, and connections I've experienced here have watered and grown those seeds of curiosity within me, bringing me closer to integrity and alignment with my own calling. While I don't know exactly what the future holds for me, I am excited that the next leg of my path will still include TC3 as I partake in a sustainability-focused study abroad program to Ireland in the spring. All of our paths have been complex. There's more actually, but thank you. All of our paths have been complex in their own ways. We've all experienced challenges internally and externally. We've all felt overwhelmed and doubted ourselves at points. But our being here tonight is a testament to our perseverance and the support of those around us. Just as we've shared in adversity, so too have we shared in gifts of connection, community, learning, and transformation. Whether we are in waves of uncertainty or know exactly where we are headed, may we trust in our own unique paths. For many of us, this marks the end of our time as students within the classroom, but we all have the choice to be students of life, lifelong learners. I was recently rereading an essay of Audre Lorde's when I encountered a quote from the French feminist philosopher Simone de Beauvoir. It is in the knowledge of the genuine conditions of our lives that we must draw our strength to live and our reasons for acting. While the challenges we face can at times overwhelm us, our capacity to learn and to lean upon one another is what empowers us. Tonight and beyond, may we pause to orient ourselves to the present moment, to celebrate our own unique journeys. And in this gratitude, clarity, and love, may we remember what drives us to continue on. That's it.
Thank you, Kylie, for your very, very wise words. We appreciate everything that you've done for this college, for the student body, and for all of us who are here and work here. So thank you. Our December graduate recognition ceremony was first held in 2002 when a group of students asked if some type of celebration could be held for those who were finishing their degrees at the end of the fall semester. Back then, no one was sure if the ceremony would happen just once or if it would become a tradition at the college. But one thing that they knew was that students would play a big role in determining what the ceremony would be like. And I'm happy to say that outside of one snowstorm, hopefully just one snowstorm, and one pandemic, the college has hosted a December graduation ceremony each year. And from that first year, the keynote speaker has been chosen by students. Through the years, we have welcomed to the podium some of our finest faculty and staff members, people who have had a positive and lasting impact on our students. We continue that tradition this year with the choice of Professor Carrie Curran. A graduate of Georgetown University with a master's degree from American University, Carrie lived in Washington, D.C. for a while before returning to the area where she grew up. Once her youngest child started school, Carrie came to us, first as an adjunct professor before accepting a full-time faculty position in 2015. She chairs our English department and is active in a variety of roles on campus, which I think is an understatement, Carrie, including serving on the Sustainability Committee and co-chairing a group working on the college's Middle States reaccreditation. She is passionate about social justice and activism, working to empower our students to register to vote and becoming engaged citizens. She herself is a member of the League of Women Voters and serves as a poll worker in Tompkins County. Carrie clearly values our role as this community's college, doing things like organizing cinema and theater outings for our students, and sometimes our president, as a way to connect our course content to community arts. She has been recognized for her work on campus, receiving the Chancellor's and Trustee Award for Excellence in Teaching in 2020, which is a testament to her dedication and effectiveness in connecting with students in trying times. She has a lot to be proud of, but she is most proud, I know, of her 3 teenage daughters, who she describes as funny, bright, and even more stubborn than their mother. As I mentioned before, Carrie is here tonight because she was the choice of our students, which of course is a tremendous honor. So now the honor is mine to introduce our keynote speaker, Professor Carrie Curran.
Good evening, everyone. Sitting here tonight, graduates, surrounded by your fellow graduates, your TC3 community, and all the friends and family that who have supported you each semester, I would imagine that you are experiencing equal parts pride and exhaustion. Think of all that you have accomplished. Here at TC3, we have a name for all the skills our graduates like you have gained proficiency in once you earn your degree. Institutional Learning Outcomes, otherwise known as ILOs. Academic skills like critical thinking, the scientific method, the creative process, etc., etc., etc. Institutional learning outcomes. Is there any less sexy phrase in the universe? Actually, there is. It's annotated bibliography. But tonight's speech is not about that. It's funny to me that we measure all of our official institutional success in these very specific categories. They only reveal a slice of all that we learn by being together, week after week. So instead of talking about institutional learning outcomes or annotated bibliographies, what I would like to share with you tonight are the individual learning opportunities that you have given me, my dear students. Here are 3 things I have learned from you. The first is creativity. On March 12th, 2020, I was in the room 250 computer lab with my English 100 class, about to administer an in-class essay exercise to a group of students whose ages ranged from 17 to 67, who hailed from a wide variety of counties and countries, and whose abilities to write academic essays varied greatly. However, at that moment, we were united in uncertainty and fear. The rumor was that New York might shut down any day due to the spread of COVID. For who knows how long. We wondered aloud if it might not just be New York that would shut down. In the minutes before the class began, as students opened up blank Word documents to begin their big essay, I weighed my options. What to do? Continue with the essay, take the pulse of the class, try to plan ahead? As I sat somewhat paralyzed at my desk at the front, one of my post-traditional students, a gamer named Tolan, who decided that at 25 it was time to put down the game console and pick up an accounting degree of all things, walked through the door and right up to me with serious purpose and said the following words, "Do you trust me?" I thought I misheard, but the intensity of the question was clear. "Do I trust you?" "Yeah," he insisted. "Do you trust me? Because I'm pretty sure that this is the last time we'll all be in the building together, and I don't think anybody anywhere is ready for what's coming." Admittedly, we had all become quite the close-knit English 100 group, but I wasn't sure if I was about to be led down some rabbit hole. Then again, sitting on the edge of that pre-pandemic precipice, it's not like I had a better idea, so I thought, what the hell? Sure, I trust you. What are you thinking? For the next 15 minutes, Tolan had us put aside our in-class essay and instead log into a platform that most of us at that time had never heard of, Discord. He said that if everything shut down, which it did, and if we were not certain that everyone had a laptop at home, which they didn't, we could at least gather on this site via our phones, which everyone had, to tune into a class meeting. He showed us how to create our own accounts, made me and himself the owners of a shared channel, and passed around a sheet where students wrote down their names and their cell numbers if they were willing. We used the rest of the class to finish the in-class essay and went our separate ways. The whole world shut down the very next day. 3 days after that, as I was sitting in my living room, freaked out, I got my first text from Tolan. Ready to start building our class channel? I texted the rest of the class at the end of the next week and asked them to meet me on Discord twice a week during our normal class time if they could. Would you believe that they all showed up? Each of us grateful to hear each other's voices. Tolan ran the show, and I ran with our curriculum. We made it through the semester with most students passing. Once grades were in and the class was done, I never saw or heard from Tolan again. From that day forward, I decided to embrace the creativity my students bring to each class and to incorporate a lot more freedom in the ways they develop and deliver their work for my assessments. The irony is, when invited to include that kind of creative approach to our established assignments, students often work harder and produce far better outcomes, better than anything I can dream up. The second individual learning opportunity my students have taught me is grace. People misuse the word grace all the time. We talk about it like it is something that is given if deemed, something like a favor. I asked my provost for grace with my master course syllabus revision deadlines recently. I did. I gave one of my teenagers grace last weekend when she arrived home an hour after curfew by allowing her and her boyfriend to live. Yeah. That grace was not extended to her grounding for the rest of the weekend, however. Defined this way, grace sounds so transactional. I will decide if I give you grace, and then if I do, now you owe me. In the particular religious tradition in which I was raised, though, grace is defined in a different way, as something that emerges, not given, as a free and undeserved favor that helps to heal. 2 years ago, my nephew, who struggled mightily with muscular dystrophy, arrived at the last days of his too brief life. That month of November was simply the worst. When you carry that kind of crisis in your heart while walking the hallways, it feels so isolating. But I know firsthand that many of you students here tonight have navigated a novel's worth of trial and tribulation yourselves, while also carrying your own coursework and caretaking. True? I know. So why was I surprised when I came back like a zombie to my Monday 9 a.m. English 102, the week after the funeral, to find a sympathy card at my desk, signed by all the students in that literature class? I opened it right there, and I cried. And then, amazingly, so did you. And we decided, without quite saying it out loud, that the conversations about makeup work and missed notes and due dates could wait one more day. Instead, we talked about the loved ones we each grieved and held in our hearts, and the poems that gave words to that kind of loss. The unexpected grace of that moment still heals me, whether I deserved it or not. And finally, the third, and maybe most important learning opportunity you have given me is amazement. Last year at this time, I was co-teaching a learning community that combined the courses of 2 disciplines, literature and environmental studies. We found that the combination effectively gave voice to social justice issues found within the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Each week, we would learn the science behind the often negative impact of humans on the planet, and our poets and playwrights would provide the narrative of what was lost and what still may be worth saving. Though we tried to weave in some hopeful themes, you can imagine how difficult the content was overall. Destructive climate change, polluted air, water, soil, unsustainable consumption. There was no way to look away. Weekly, our literature reminded us why we simply could not afford to. On one particularly gray and stressful day, one of our students rather vulnerably admitted to all of us that she felt crushed by the weight of it. She said it was important to engage in, but very hard to carry. She asked how my colleague and I managed to stay positive in the face of that. We had been joking with our students only moments before. I wasn't ready for the question. I had forgotten how it felt to face those catastrophes fully for the first time, before the callus of full adulthood begins to form on one's heart. I don't remember exactly what I replied. Something about remembering to knit together as a community, something about taking it day by day. My answer was inadequate. The question followed me around for days afterwards. I realized that even as I introduced the call to be the thing with feathers, to still rise, to decide what one should do with their one wild and precious life, that many times I delivered the messages of poets less with my own personal conviction, and more because I was just as in need of hearing that truth as the students I assigned the poetry to. It was the only way I could manage, just barely, to not give in to cynicism, to attempt to remain, as Mary Oliver suggests, married to amazement. Fast forward to the day after this November's election. As a member of the League of Women Voters, I am consistently nonpartisan with my students as I register them to vote, and I always will be. But on that morning, as a mother of 3 daughters living on the same planet all of you are living on, one with finite resources, I was very disappointed by the results. I spent the day offering comfort to those in our TC3 community who were upset, practicing consistent civility to those who were not, and retreating to my office any moment in between. I completely forgot about a meeting the TC3 Student Government Association put on my calendar weeks before, inviting me and a handful of faculty on the Sustainability Initiative to join them for a planning session. I almost skipped, but decided at the last minute to drag myself down there. What I walked into was a meeting of organized and energized student leaders mapping out a strategic plan to partner with fellow TC3 students, faculty, administrators, and board members on initiatives concerning sustainability and social justice, led by their female president, none other than my learning community student from the year before, who just gave your speech right before mine. Right in front of my eyes, the SGA had become the thing with feathers, and I sat there, amazement slowly refilling my heart, more than ready to take this new world order into my arms. So, when we encounter these TC3 graduates in the last days of their classes, or in our strategic planning sessions, or future board meetings, or even in our greater community, I am certain we will congratulate them on the academic achievements they have earned from TC3. But perhaps those moments could be opportunities for something even better, a chance to experience what they might be able to teach us. You just might find that, like me, you learn a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie, for the commitment you have shown to the college and our students. Your impact on those around you cannot be overstated. And let me just say one other thing about Carrie. In 2023, she was awarded a President's Grant to develop a new study abroad trip. And this March, she and Professor Kelly Wessel will lead a class to Ireland to study relationships between their land, language, and human rights. And I don't know the exact dates in March, but a trip to Ireland around St. Patrick's Day sounds pretty good. So enjoy. For many of our students, earning a college degree can only be achieved with the support of their loved ones. Regardless of the form the support takes, it is immensely significant. Likewise, the importance of the people who provide this support cannot be emphasized enough. And each of you here this evening has provided this critical support, the families and friends who have been there for our students. Given your role in their success, it only seems right that we recognize and thank you. You make a big difference, and you share in this accomplishment. So I will ask that we all, particularly the students in the front, join in a round of applause for everyone who has supported these students in their success. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And now, as we prepare to recognize our candidates for graduation, I would like to invite Dr. Joe DeHart, Interim Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs at TC3, to come forward to address our graduates. Joe?
Good evening. Allow me to add my congratulations to our students and family and friends. As you know, this ceremony is taking place before the end of the semester and before completion of your degree requirements. This means we cannot present you with your official diplomas tonight, but we can take this time to individually recognize your efforts and celebrate your success to date. In a moment, I will read the name of each candidate for graduation, and they will cross the stage and be congratulated by President Kremenek and Chairwoman Davison. As you leave the stage, they will be presented a small gift by TC3 Foundation Executive Director Jason Pomeroy. The TC3 Foundation is a vital partner with the college, helping create an environment for student success and sharing in the celebration of our students' achievement. Now, will the candidates for graduation please rise and begin to line up at the ramp?
you the scrolls, I guess.
Oh, okay. I'm going to stand on this side. I'll leave you here, Judy, with the board members. And I'll just stand right here because I need my left hand.
You sure do. Now, hold on a minute. It's okay. We'll give time to make it. Okay. Let us begin. Kylie Golden Appleton, Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Kristen M. Estelle, Applied Science and Technology. Cassandra Weber, Accounting. Madeline Nielsen, Creative Writing, Screenwriting. Holiday K. Sanders, Outdoor Recreation. Wayne Tin, Liberal Arts and General Studies. Julie A. Thomas, Entrepreneurship. Caitlin D. Warner, Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, Phi Theta Kappa.
Wow. Nice.
Boston L. Lockwood, Criminal Justice. Hannah V. Courtwright, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Childhood Education. Zachary E. Van Etten, Computer Information Systems. Stanislav Sikora, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Math and Science. Danielle M. Cook, Human Services. Danielle E. Anderson, Chemical Dependency Counseling. Madeline G. Blyde, Chemical Dependency Counseling. Todd J. Hover Jr., Computer Support Specialist. Cassandra L. Coster, Liberal Arts and Sciences, General Studies. Tricia A. Banner, Photography. Sean P. Kelly, Human Services. Tara L. Binder, Chemical Dependency Counseling. Sean Y. Amacher, Culinary Arts.
Sean! Congrats! No, that's
Brian Miguel Guzman Reynoso, Business Administration, Phi Theta Kappa. Andrew John Drew, Wine Marketing. Jules M. Neal, Sustainable Farming and Food Systems. Tyler F. Santana, Liberal Arts and Sciences, General Studies. Kirsten L. Burns, Early Childhood. Emma M. Anderson, Accounting. Ashley Nicole Ryan, Liberal Arts and Sciences, General Studies. Jennifer R. Hale, Criminal Justice, Phi Theta Kappa. Madison Ann Junta, Criminal Justice. Caden S. Cardona, Human Services. Danielle S. Garro, Business Administration, Phi Theta Kappa. Melanie D. Case, Liberal Arts and Sciences, General Studies. Gwendolyn Livesay, Creative Writing, Prose, Poetry, and Drama.
Nice work. Yeah.
Jerry Ann J. Irizarry, Liberal Arts and Sciences, General Studies. Congratulations, graduates. Ace your finals next week, and I hope you'll be able to return to TC3 for the formal commencement in May.
I ask that you please be seated. I would like to also add my congratulations and join Dr. DeHart in inviting all of you back for the college-wide formal commencement ceremony in May. You will receive information about that ceremony in the spring, but you may want to mark your calendar right now for May 21st, 2025, right here at TC3 for your return trip to campus. As we come to the conclusion of tonight's ceremony, please allow me to share a few quick thoughts. I'm sure this time in your life is full of pride in your significant accomplishment, and I'm certain that of your families. Earning a college degree is a milestone in life, and while you had help along the way, you alone are the owner of this achievement. You should be proud, and also remember that this is one milestone, one step on the journey. So tonight, as we celebrate what you have all done so far, realize that this is the start, not the end, and each and every one of you has shown the ability to do great things. You have taken strides toward making learning a lifelong activity, and both you and our society are better as a result. As you leave your college, and TC3 is your college, for whatever lies ahead, know that we believe in you, and we will always be proud of you. You will undoubtedly face challenges, but don't shy away from those opportunities and never, ever sell yourself short. Your life is your opportunity, so make the most of it. I would like to thank this evening the members of our Board of Trustees, our student speaker, Kylie Golden Appleton, and keynote speaker, Carrie Curran. Thank you all for attending tonight's ceremony, and I invite everyone to join us in the lobby for some light refreshments near the front entrance before you leave. Once again, thank you for joining us tonight, and congratulations, and to our students, good luck on your finals. Thank you.